We all know that this day isn't what Jake and Jen had originally pictured, but as the new wedding plans came together, I think we've all seen two things happen. First, Jake and Jen approached every curveball that was thrown at them the same way they approach life in general, with clear eyes, open hearts, and choosing to take on challenges together. Secondly, their love for each other, combined with the love and support of their family and friends, has ended up making this day exactly what it should be. A beautiful setting with family and loved ones gathered together to celebrate the fact that of all the people in this world, Jake and Jen found each other.
On our first date, I sat across from you for almost 4 hours in a booth at the most romantic date spot in West Lafayette. It was that night at Harry's. We talked about how we grew up, our time at Purdue, our friends, our families, and our goals in life. But after that night, I knew this was going to lead to this moment right now. Since day one, we've built our relationship on the foundation of love and respect for one another. We share a lot in common with interests, but differ in our personalities, and that's where we show we're a perfect match. It's been an adventure, and we have always navigated it as a team through all of this change and challenge. I know the adventure will continue for us as a married couple, and someday sooner our own family. I have never had any doubt in my mind that you are the one that I've wanted by my side to be my teammate for the rest of my life.
When I walked into Harry's on the first night we met, I had no idea what to expect. All I knew was I was getting a chance to finally meet you face to face. As most of the people here know, I'm naturally a pretty quiet and shy person, but that night I barely let you get a word in. Part of that was nerves, and part of that was the Colorado root beers I'd been drinking. 2020 has changed a lot of things in our lives. From having to move our wedding, push back our reception, it's been a challenging year, but the one thing that hasn't changed is my feelings for you. Couldn't be happier standing here in front of our family and friends as we become husband and wife. I love you so much, and I love you more every day. I can't wait to start the rest of our lives together.
Jen, I'm so honored to be here standing by your side, but most importantly, if I told the truth, we weren't always best friends. Being 3 years apart, we fought so often and so passionately that we could have sold our beatings on pay-per-view. By the time Jen was a senior in high school, like any 17-year-old white girl, Jen chose to save up her money and treat herself to a very coveted item, the size 9 chestnut Ugg boot. Jen was extremely proud of her new Ugg boots, and one day, Jen, Reagan, and I headed out of school and back to our house. As soon as we arrived home, Reagan let me out in the back seat of the coupe when Jen spotted me wearing her most prized possession. Reagan knew exactly the right thing to do, and that was to get the hell out of the way before she got caught in the crossfire. The one thing I will never forget about that day, though, is my mom saying, "One day, you two will grow up, stop fighting, and become best friends." To this day, I am so happy, and I am so honored to call you not only my sister, but my best friend.
Jake, you have fantastic character and some qualities that I've looked up to my entire life, and there's some qualities I don't agree with. For one, Jake and I used to play a lot of video games together growing up, and we'd always play as our favorite sports teams. We would go to play Madden football, and I'd pick my favorite sports team, which was usually based on the coolest logo or the best mascot, and then I'd go play against Jake and the 1998 15-1 Minnesota Vikings, who would just absolutely crush me and demolish me, and it just happened to be Jake's favorite team at the time. I don't know why, who knows? It used to bug me when Jake would pick the best team as his favorite team, and then he'd crush me with it. But even though Jake was doing all that crushing, he always took the time to show me how good of a big brother he was too. But when you have a big brother like that, when you have someone that you always look up to and you'd always admire, you realize that you want him to pick the best team, and in this case, the best teammate. Jen, you're one of the all-time greats too. You've brought an incredible warmth and joy to the Terpstras, and I think I can speak confidently for all of us when I say we look forward to the many years that we have ahead of us.